Mr. Director, Mr. Rector, Mr. Professor, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the students who can't see me or I can't see them, but thank you all for coming this afternoon. It's very inspiring to see so many of you here this afternoon. Thank you, Mr. Director, for hosting the American Corner here. As you described, it's one of the very most active American corners that we have in Romania. We have 9, and we're very happy that we were able to have the corner here in Craiova for 10 years now. And I want to thank the director of the corner for her great work in finding programs that make sense to you and encourage you to come to the corner and make use of it. Thank you also for introducing me to the university, Mr. Rector. I very much look forward to having an opportunity to visiting the university directly and meeting your students. The University of Craiova is well known as being one of the very best in Romania. And thank you, Mr. Professor, for explaining the INCESA program. I had frankly no knowledge of it before this afternoon, but based on what I learned from participants in the program and your description, it seems like it's contributing very much to the development of automotive technologies and the understanding of those technologies by Romanian students and engineers. And thank you for all of the very supportive comments that each of you have made about the contribution of Ford Motor Company to the economic life of Craiova and Dolj County and the Oltenia region. Ford is actually the largest American company with a presence in Romania. I am here because of a conference that the company is co-sponsoring with the Ministry of Transportation tomorrow. And I'm very proud of the contribution that Ford is making, again, to the economy of Romania, but especially to the economy here in Oltenia, and the positive role, as you described, that it's making beyond simply the manufacturing of engines and automobiles, but actually trying to contribute to the further social and economic development of the people of Craiova and this region. You know, just 4 months ago, I was with your Prime Minister Cholos, in Dearborn, Michigan, at the headquarters of Ford Motor Company, where your Prime Minister had the opportunity to meet with the Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of Ford Motor Company, to discuss the possible future expansion of Ford's manufacturing here in Romania. The prospects for that are actually quite positive. The final decision hasn't been made, but the fact that it's just being considered indicates the potential, not only to Ford Motor Company, but really of the automotive industry that Romania represents, that Craiova, always an industrial center of Romania, that Craiova represents for Ford's future. One of the things that the Prime Minister spoke to the CEO of Ford about was perhaps expanding Ford's research and development work in Romania. The Prime Minister and I had the opportunity to visit Ford's global center of R&D, and one of the projects that Ford is undertaking there is the development of a driverless car. It's not just Apple that's engaged in that work. Many of the traditional automobile manufacturers are as well. So just with that introduction and my connection to forward to Craiova and for just to describe the reason why I'm here today. Thank you for this opportunity. Now, to answer your question, how far can an immigrant go in the United States?
Within the government, in the private sector, there's a lot of examples. Within the government,
let me use myself as an example. My parents immigrated from Germany to the United States when they were 25 years old. And I was born in the U.S., so actually was an American citizen before they were. And here I am, standing in front of you as the U.S. ambassador to Romania. So that I'm the first generation American within my family. And I had the privilege of growing up in the United States, of making an effort to take advantage of the opportunities available in the United States, of joining public service right after I graduated from college, and have had the wonderful honor as well as good fortune to be selected by my president, nominated by my president to serve as his representative to your country. I'm trying to think now who the most senior immigrant is in the U.S. government. I'm not 100% sure right now. If you give me some time, I'll be able to come to this. But the qualifications for entering into the U.S. government are pretty simple. One has to be a U.S. citizen, and our immigration laws enable people to obtain citizenship after a certain period of residency in the United States. And then one has to be hardworking, intelligent, creative, and able to succeed. But an immigrant can do that.
He's okay with it.
Ați avut timp să vă informați despre situația de acolo?
Thank you. First of all, let me just refer to something that was said earlier in our session.
Pentru început, aș vrea să mă refer la ceva ce s-a menționat mai devreme în discuție.
And that is, this is the 5th anniversary after our two governments signed a strengthening of our strategic partnership.
Și anume, sărbătorim 5 ani de la semnarea unui document menit să consolideze parteneriatul strategic România-SUA.
And it's my belief that right now, our strategic partnership, Romania and the United States, has never been stronger.
Și eu cred că în acest moment parteneriatul nostru strategic este mai puternic decât oricând.
And much of that strength comes from Romania's contribution to the partnership.
Trăinicia acestui parteneriat se datorează în mare parte contribuției României.
Talked about the Devastaru missile site. Much of that was due to Romania's contribution. Then also more broadly, Romania's contribution to international security is highly respected by the United States.
M-am referit mai devreme la amplasamentul sistemului de apărare antirachetă de la Deveseru. Aici se observă contribuția României, dar și în asigurarea securității internaționale.
We have great cooperation between our militaries, great cooperation between our law enforcement agencies, not only here in Romania, but around the world.
Avem o colaborare foarte bună între instituțiile de aplicare a legii și instituțiile militare, nu doar aici în România, ci și în întreaga lume.
In the area of economic, our economic relations.
Mă refer aici la respectarea drepturilor minorităților, dreptul de adunare, dreptul la o presă, dreptul la o liberă exprimare.
And these are all values that the United States shares very deeply with Romania.
Toate acestea sunt valori pe care Statele Unite le împărtășesc cu România.
So, I'm very proud to be the United States ambassador at this point in our bilateral history, and it's my job to yet further strengthen the relationship between our two countries and our strategic partnership.
Așadar, sunt mândru să fiu ambasador în acest moment al relației noastre. Misiunea mea este să consolidez și mai mult acest parteneriat strategic și relațiile dintre cele două țări.
And as part of that work, I travel. Like I am here in Craiova today. Yesterday I was in Covasna County, and on Monday I was in Argentina.
Ca parte a acestor eforturi, călătoresc prin întreaga țară, așa cum astăzi mă aflu la Craiova, ieri am fost în Covasna, iar luni în județul Halil.
And some of the political leaders that I met with in Covasna County yesterday asked me to take a photograph with them.
Iar unii dintre liderii politici cu care m-am întâlnit ieri în județul Covasna mi-au cerut să fac o fotografie împreună cu ei.
But I can assure you, as the ambassador of the United States of America to Romania, the only flags that are important to me are those two.
Vă asigur însă în calitate de ambasador al Statelor Unite în România că singurele două steaguri importante pentru mine sunt cele două pe care le vedeți în spate.
Cum ați știut, probabil știați, cum ați acceptat să faceți?
You probably made the context, then why did you accept to have that photo taken?
I was being polite.
Am fost politic.
Cumva acea fotografie încurajează mișcările separatiste care au apărut în acea zonă.
That photograph somehow encourages separatist movements that emerged in that area.
No comment. I was being polite, and again, the only flags that are important to me as in my job as ambassador are the flag of the United States and the flag of Romania.
Nu comentez acest lucru. Din nou, așa cum am spus, singurele două steaguri importante pentru mine sunt steagul Statelor Unite și cel al României.
Thank you.